Welcome to Take It Up with Jessica Lee. I have the SVP of Product and Solutions Marketing from Veeam here, Jim Kruger. Jim, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you. Great to be here.
So your company is doing so well, $500 million in funding recently. Very exciting.
Yes, absolutely. We just recently got that infusion of cash to give us some strategic options for investments and things of that sort. So very exciting. The company's doing extremely well. Yeah.
So, but the company's been very, very profitable. It's been doing great. So what's this funding going to do? What are you intending to
well,
achieve?
first of all, Veeam is a very unique company in that they're not public and they're not owned by private equity. They're actually owned by two individuals. And that was actually part of the attraction for me to join them. I joined just a little over a year ago. And they had just come off a growth year of 36% in 2017. And they have a broad set of customers, over 300,000 customers.
Wow.
And serving the SMB all the way up to the enterprise with a huge customer satisfaction score.
This is data backup, intelligent
data
so we do
management? We do backup and intelligent cloud data management. The company was founded just over 12 years ago and is just about ready to cross the $1 billion mark. So that puts them in pretty rare company, highly profitable, and about 3,500 employees, and just a great nucleus of executive team to really drive the company. So it's going really well.
Okay, so they brought you on to take care of the product marketing, solutions marketing.
Yes.
What were the reasons and what are the goals that you're going to be measured on?
Yeah, so my responsibilities are what you said, product and solutions marketing across the entire company. And then I also have competitive analysis and competitive intelligence as well as campaigns. And they all kind of go together because, typical classical product marketing is all about messaging and positioning. And I'm a true believer in that. I believe it's critically important to be able to articulate your value proposition and to do segmentation within the market and serve up different messages to specific targets that you're going after in the market. And so I think the company was really looking to invest more in product marketing, make it more of a strategic function. The team was pretty small when I joined and mainly focused on developing content, data sheets and things of that sort, launching products. That took the company to a certain success level, but looking to scale, going from 1 billion to 2 billion and looking to invest in that team. So we've hired quite a few new people to augment the existing team. And there's really three key areas I'm focused on with product marketing. One is staffing up the team and bringing on new talent with varying degrees of experience, both inside industry and outside of industry, because I think you need that different mix.
Right,
diverse people.
Thinking,
Yep, exactly. And so that's number one. Number two is tying their objectives to revenue. So mainly, prior to me joining, the focus was how much content did we develop? How was the launch and so forth? And I'm really trying to expand the team to think more as general managers over their business, and so not just launching the product, but thinking digital first and really thinking about, okay, after we launch, how are we going to drive things forward? And so, a great example is we just had a really big launch in January. I think the largest launch in the history of the company. We had about 17,000 people sign up for a webcast. We did it at our sales kickoff meeting. And within 2 months, as I mentioned, we have over 300,000 customers. Within 2 months, we had 170,000 downloads of the new software. And that's attributed to the team really thinking beyond, okay, we're just going to launch the product. Is how are we going to promote it? How are we going to represent it from a digital perspective across all the different channels and drive awareness around that and drive lead generation, not only within our existing base, but also net new customers.
Right. And you're probably monitoring all of the touch points and the whole journey, and then tying that back to additional revenue from
We are. So, one of the things that I learned from our founder, who is on the sales and marketing side, and he pushes this every single day. His mantra is you have 2 seconds to get 20 seconds. And so we really think of things from almost like a banner perspective on digital advertising. And that's kind of the emanation point of really sizing down our messaging and positioning, because it's really easy to write a paragraph and multiple sentences and multiple pages, but it's really hard to size that down into just a few words.
Right.
And so that's where we start, and then we sort of build out from there. And then so it's 2 seconds to get 20, or 20 seconds to get 2 minutes.
All right, give me the 2 second pitch then. What is that?
Well, a lot of what we do is really focused around, of course, the benefits that we offer. One of the campaigns that we're going to be launching coming up here is around cloud data, and the subtitle underneath that is backup for what's next. And so we do, kind of the core of what we do is backup, but our key message is, we have the best backup solution on the market, but there's many things coming beyond that in terms of visibility into all of the backup solutions that you have, across different environments and different geographies, moving into what we call orchestration. So if you have a disaster, being able to orchestrate the recovery of that, and then also moving into kind of total automation, and looking at things like AI in terms of understanding different parts of the network. For example, if there's a bad weather system coming in, a tornado or whatnot, thinking about how the system will automatically sense that and automatically back up your data right before that happens, so you have up to the minute information, and your business continues to operate. Right.
That's cool. And you have this announcement recently with Microsoft.
We did. So
that's a big deal.
Yeah. So one of our new solutions is backing up Office 365, and so. There's many different parts of backup. It's how fast you do it, how reliable it is, and what parts you back up and what types of environments. So we've expanded our solution to go beyond email and to SharePoint and so forth, and then also to speed up the backup so that when you do backup or recovery, it's within a matter of minutes. And one of the interesting things about Office 365 is it has well over 100 million seats out in the market, so it's a huge opportunity. But many CIOs don't know or understand that they're responsible for backing up that data. And so that's part of our challenge, is creating that awareness around, it's your responsibility to back it up, and we have a great solution for that.
Right. Yeah. I like your free approach, like the freemium approach to getting people a taste of the experience, and then beyond the certain number of seats and capacity, then becomes a paid subscription model.
Yeah, that's been great learning for me, because I have never really worked in that model before. But it's been hugely successful for the company, and again, really driven by one of our founders, who is definitely thinking about how do we provide a community edition out to our community of not only existing users but prospects, and letting them use it in their home office and their labs and things of that sort. And that's been phenomenal strategy to build up a database of people who are interested in backup solutions, and you give them a taste of how it works, and then you work with them to of course turn them into revenue and monetize it.
Right.
So it's been a really successful strategy for the company. Yeah.
Okay, great. Now you have this background from the previous company, Polycom, right? Yep. Where you were doing product marketing, and then you became the CMO. So you haven't just done product marketing; you have this broader view.
I do. I enjoy all aspects of marketing, and one of the big challenges today is, especially with the size of marketing team that we have at Veeam, we have over 350 people in the marketing group, and we very, very rarely leverage outside agencies. We do a lot of the work internally. Yeah, and we're very dispersed as a company. So it's oftentimes challenging to bring things together, but that's the part that I enjoy. I love that challenge of how do you create integrated marketing, and make sure that all of your messages line up, and that through your entire go-to-market, from your salespeople out to your channels, out to your partners, you have a single message that resonates and goes out to the specific segments that you're specifically targeting. And we've tried to simplify as much as possible. I mean, there are many different segments that we can go after, but we've really narrowed it down to 2 major segments. And we call them technical decision makers and executive decision makers. And in no matter what size organization, anywhere from small business to commercial up to enterprise, there's always a technical person who is evaluating.
That's right.
How does it work? Is it going to drive efficiency for my team? How reliable is it? And then you have the executive decision maker, could be the owner of the company as you go down market, or could be the VP of infrastructure all the way up to the CIO, who is that executive decision maker who's really looking at the broader business efficiencies, what types of benefits does it provide the business. And so we target both of those. A little bit more on the technical side, weighted that direction, but the executive decision maker is critically important. That formula has been very successful.
Okay, so what are some of your challenges then? It's a pretty noisy market, isn't it?
It is. We have a lot of competitors in the market, and as you go into small business, there's a whole class of competitors there. And then as you go up market, there are legacy competitors that have been in the market for multiple years, and then there are new entrants in terms of startups. And so, of course, the startups are infused with a lot of cash. They go out and spend a lot of money and create a lot of noise. But the big question is it sustainable? And I think some of them are having some challenges from that perspective, but Veeam is, we've been, growing our business over the past, 12 years or so. It's all organic. It hasn't been through acquisitions or anything. It's 100% organic for the most part. We just did a small acquisition last year, but it's small in terms of the total numbers, growing fast, but small. And so, I would say on the competitive front, certainly a challenge. There's sort of an inflection point, moving and backing up data to the cloud. So that's an area that we're putting a lot of focus on as a new solution, working with the likes of AWS and Microsoft and IBM and Google, and then we have a whole ecosystem of over 20,000 service providers that we power with our software, and they offer services out to the market. And then the other kind of, I would say, key inflection point here is moving from perpetual sales to subscription. And how do you model that out? We had a little bit of a challenge with that last year. We had some good learnings, so I think we built those learnings in this year. So making sure that you're compensating your sales team at the right levels and accounting for that transition is really important.
Yeah, talking about the people part, you've got a team of 50. What's your leadership approach?
Yeah, a good question. So, I mean, one of the benefits of Veeam is that we're highly dispersed. So I can hire talent in pretty much any geographic location. And so that really broadens the pool of people that you can bring in. So I'm a true believer in surrounding yourself with people that are smarter than you, and creating an environment, a safe environment where people feel they can speak up, they can innovate. And so I guess one of the key things that I pride myself on is really adjusting my leadership style for different types of people, and being a good listener, I think, is critically important. Don't micromanage, give people the leeway to do the right things, and if they need help, have them reach out. And I love instant communication. I'm not a big fan of writing long emails or things of that sort. I really like to interact and communicate with the team, and let them know kind of what's going on strategically, how does this impact what they do, so they can see kind of the broader picture of things. I think that's a really important part of good leadership, is giving people the context of how what they're doing fits into the overall picture. Okay, wonderful. Yeah.
So what is exciting ahead for you? What's the big initiative you're excited about?
Well, we have our big customer conference coming up. Okay. It's called VeeamON. It's going to be in Miami in May.
Oh, nice.
And so we're gearing up for that, building the content, the messaging, the breakout sessions, the keynotes. And we should have about 2,000 of our customers there. Okay. So making sure that we show well at the conference, and again, a key part of that conference is to listen to our customers. So one of the things that we always do at our conferences is we set up a series of focus groups and get feedback directly from our customers in a formal way as well as the non-formal conversations that we have along with them.
Okay, well, wonderful. The company is doing so well, you must be hiring a lot.
We are, definitely, across the entire marketing team, anywhere from field marketing to product marketing. So I'm hiring on my team for both product marketers as well as campaign managers. And as I mentioned, one of the great things is that we're looking for talent in any geography. So people have the ability to work in an office if they're close to an office, or work from home.
Nice.
A good portion of the team works from home, which is a huge benefit.
Yeah.
And it's a great culture, great company to work for. Fast growth and a lot of opportunity.
There you go. If anyone's looking for a job, contact Jim at Veeam. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's been a wonderful conversation with you, Jim.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's been great discussing it with you.
I look forward to hearing more success from you and from Veeam.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Take it up with Jessica Lee.